I'm not a danger to the American social structure. Reptilian, reptilian, reptilian. All right. I'm not a danger to the American social system structure, nothing like that. Um, I always like cars. I never wanted to be part of a car club. Only one car club I ever joined, and that's the LIG car club. I never joined one when I was in Georgia. I never joined one when I was in Brooklyn. I never joined one until 2017. There's layers to the and if the US is like this, I'm gonna assume every country is like this also. You know what I mean? Or region, you know what I mean? Is like this also. And this is the structure right here, okay? There's man, machine, supernatural. So man, machine, God. Machine is above man. That's crazy, yo. We made machines, and it's above us. All right. So let me make my point real quickly, man. So the sheriffs and them put out a complaint on me. Okay. Secret Service and their crew and stuff was having fun with me. This somebody in that lineage and stuff um, had a bright idea that let's put a chip up in him, man. You know what I mean? Put a chip up in me and stuff. Um, the VA like evaluate me and stuff, and I mean, cause they know I'm gonna be in a program and stuff. I gotta watch my balls and I gotta spread my ass cheeks and stuff. Like I felt like I was a Terminator, man. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they was making a cyborg, man. But you know, it's not everything you're gonna sweat. If you put your mind on everything that's wrong, you would never get to the finish line. You know what I mean? And then talking about that, if you concentrate on everything that's wrong, you won't get to the finish line, right? Like people online might say stuff like, "Man, I'm feeling sad for you, man. Pray, pray, or try to get over it." Um, what somebody this is not online, but what somebody will say to me in real life, man. You need a vacation, man. You need a break. It doesn't go away. You know what I'm saying? It's like a postal worker. Like you take a 6 month absence, and they come back, and the work pile up. No, you have 6 more months of work to do. You know what I'm saying? The universe didn't want me to. They're gonna think it's them, but the universe didn't want me to ignore it. You know what I mean? Because one of the lessons that I was communicated to me, I'm going to be exposing the dragon. I'm mortal, and I mean this dragon been around from the original sin. You know what I mean? This dragon used to put Daniel in the lion's den and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the flames of fire and tempted Jesus. Like I'm mortal, man. Like I have a family. At the time, Christ didn't have a family. Christ was by himself. And like people are like running away from me. Like I joined a Facebook group, you know what I mean? And like they dropped me. They pull a picture of me married to my wife and stuff, and they dropped me, man. I mean, it's part of the theatrics and stuff, but it's still like it plays, it manipulates your mind. Like, damn, like really and truly. So out of everything like you saw on my Facebook page, for you to drop me all the stuff I'm putting up and so on about I don't call it anti-government. All the stuff I'm putting up about the COINTEL. The only thing that disturbs you is a picture of me and my wife and so on, man. There's a guy in the VA. When I was hospitalized in Syracuse VA, right? He, I can't say banks as in plural, but he robbed a bank. He went to jail for 5 years and stuff, and he was telling me about his experience and stuff. And then I told him about like people follow me and stuff. He's like, "Hold up, you going through the same thing too?" I'm like, man, like I don't want to be associated with anything like this dude, man. You know what I mean? If they are criminals or they are like menace to society, and I'm in this program, I'm looking at myself like a menace to society. You know what I mean? Um, the same tactic they use on Osama bin Laden, and I was like, we was trained to hate Osama bin Laden. Kill, kill, kill. One shot, two kills. Like, you know what I mean? We were trained like that, man. Just to come out and like be abused like him and stuff, man. Like, I like, okay, all right. So white America doesn't see me as one of them. To make it in America, man, you got to think like a white American. I don't care. My boy Daniel Rose, Dapper, like he got mad at me by me saying that. To him, I probably sound like an Uncle Tom because by all definition I am. But it's just a it's just a technique to cross to make it to the finish line, man. You know what I mean? I'm not selling out. I'm just like, if I could just get to the finish line, get get this fortune, get this riches, get the successes and stuff of the finish line, then they could come back now and pull people up. You know what I mean? But we are not programmed like that. You know what I mean? We are not programmed. We are we are programmed to fail. And it's like resistance is futile. I looked up that word futile. I always knew what it meant, but I had to look it up again today. You know what I mean? It just means like no matter what you do, you're gonna fail. And that's the beauty when you get transferred into the supernatural, the that's spirit realm, not spirit realm, like spherical, like, round, that and that's spear of supernatural, man. Like when you there, if you still have that hurt of the earth on you, when you reach to that level, you gotta have quick psychological reasoning, man. And I mean, like, if you know you was fighting with your next door neighbor and you're fuming and stuff, man, and a cop pull up on the scene, you could curse and stuff, but you have to be controllable because now that cop is there now to make an assessment between you and your neighbor. And I mean, and generally the calmest person is who the cop is gonna work with, right? That's when you get trans. Like I went from the fighting with the man to fighting with the electronic devices now. And I'm fighting with the supernatural. And like because you can't see it, and I'm saying, um, you can feel the presence and stuff. And I mean, but it's you have eyes to see, but you can't see. You have ears to hear, and you can't hear. You can hear them buzzing and stuff. And I mean, um, but that's it, man. Like when you're on that level there, like a whole different ball game. A whole different ball game, man. How did I get myself here? This was destiny. I mean, this was destiny, man. I'm gonna start another video talking about that. Reptilian, reptilian, reptilian.